Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yay.
we're going.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Megan Me Smile. And today I have a beautiful, lovely guest who makes me smile every day for a variety of reasons.
Swap.
But today we have Gabe, better known as Poor Denise. Ugh, pour one out for her. Better known as Poor Denise, on socials where you may happen to stumble upon some hot takes about reality TV. But in particular today, it's going to be all about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So hi, Gabe.
Hello, Megan. My girl, love you. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh gosh, well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
I know it's gotta feel good now for us to finally take like all of our voice notes like off of iMessage onto here because
truly. The
Potomac is.
streets got to hear them.
Yes, my God. Montgomery County is quaking. Like Potomac is like really climbing to the top for me. I feel like Salt Lake lately has been kind of going down the slopes and
Yeah,
Potomac is growing. This felt like a bit of a filler episode. We're going to cover season 10, episode 10, Blunt Truths. Haha, funny.
I know.
But um but yeah, I guess we're about midway through the season too, so we're kind of.
Wait, Megan, I can't even believe it's like 10 seasons already.
I
Like we're in
know.
the double digits. Like this is wild.
Honestly, like I feel like the first couple seasons were a bit of a blur. Like I really think the feud between like Monique and Candace, it felt like one long.
Because that was 2019, like the
Yeah.
final, like,
Yeah.
physicality of it all. Yeah.
And Potomac was actually the first franchise of Housewives that I ever watched ever. Like I
Oh,
didn't.
I remember
I
that.
mean, I watched like when I was younger, like I would watch like New Jersey, maybe if it was on, or Atlanta, like not knowing what it was just on TV, like reruns. But when
Right, right.
I left teaching and just had time with my feelings, and I was like, let me throw these into other people's feelings,
Hmm.
I always knew like I love Potomac. Like I was like, that is, Angel said it best, like River Road is like on my vision board
A
one
period.
one day. Um, but I was like, let me get into this because if I need some inspiration, let me try to get it from people who are, down 95 a little bit for me. So, and I was hooked real fast. So, yeah, but we're at 10 seasons already and it's just wild. Before we dive into the episode and being
Yeah.
halfway through the season,
Yeah.
are you feeling Karen's absence? Because I know that she's mentioned enough. Like she's even mentioned in the first opening scene of this episode when we're
Yeah.
driving in the energy efficient Mercedes or whatever. But like, are you noticing a lack of Karen, or do you feel like these women are like holding their own?
Okay, so I do feel like there's an absence of Karen, but I really think there isn't. Like I think it's like a 75-20.
Mhm.
75 like there isn't, 25 there is. And the reason I say this is because I feel like she has like her brigade still very present. So and I just mean Giselle, right?
Yeah.
So like Giselle is constantly like batting for her, even though they have like this sister energy of like,
Right.
oh, like I shade you, you shade me, like blah blah blah. Blah. But we always, I think the whole universe knows at the end of the day, like Giselle will always have that woman's back, even if it's like something, some crazy like arguments that they've had.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of, at first I thought I was not gonna like get used to it,
Hmm.
because Karen is like the matriarch of the show,
Right,
like
right.
she is the grande dame and love to lovers to hate her and haters like, I'm sorry, like she
Hmm.
is at the pinnacle of the show.
Truly. And I mean, I think we will get that little snippet of her when she's home by the end of the season. It seems
Yeah,
like
with that
gonna
little
be,
interview with Andy. Yeah,
gosh, if only I knew that Andy Cohen was going to be in my neck of the woods,
I
man. Oh,
know.
gosh.
Never
But
forget when I saw him on my. Did we talk about this? Oh,
okay, we're gonna have to chit chat about that later. Love. Oh
okay.
my gosh.
Plug it for later. Okay.
Yes. No, or the fact that the girl I tutor, her dad used to work with one of the housewives, finally now ex-husbands. And she,
Mm,
yep. And his exact words were, yeah, he's an odd duck. So
that checks out.
yeah, but
With the absence thing though, Megan, I do want to kind of equate this, if you don't mind, to Lisa Rinna, even though Lisa Rinna wasn't in jail or
mm,
anything. I've been a ride or die for that woman since season 5 of Beverly Hills, and I think she
Yeah,
has made a great trajectory of the show, and she's made for TV, period, right?
right,
Because what did she
right,
do before this? She did all these soap operas and all these things. Like she's an actress, you know?
right.
So, but her like effervescent energy, right? Ever since
Mhm.
she left, which I'm glad she left because she needed to, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
I still feel the absence of her because I feel like people in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills are really trying to, you know,
That's a very
pick at
good point.
straws. But with the Erica
Yeah.
of it all, I love Erica, right? I'm glad that like people can see her without Lisa on the show because that's what they would
Mhm.
always associate her and Lisa together, right?
Sure, that's a good point.
You know, but I don't know. I think Beverly Hills for me, I know it's kind of sidetracking real quickly, is not going to be the same. But I
Mhm.
think Potomac, even though we have the absence of Mother, I think they're going to be great, just fine. You know, like they're
Right.
holding their own.
And it didn't even dawn on me, is this the first season or the second season without Robin? Because speaking of absence, I totally
Oh,
forgot.
I think it's the second.
Okay, so we're kind
I
of
think it's the
used to
second.
it.
But can we talk about, even though it's probably the episode before, that was so awkward that Robin just wasn't there. Like I understand there's some bad blood with Bravo and you. I
Hmm.
get that. Like I'm sure I would feel the same type of way.
Yeah,
But also I think if that was me, I would like put on my big boy pants and be like, you know what? I got fired. I whatever. Let me
right.
come back on. Because then that could be an opportunity for a comeback. You know? So like,
Now, not that the devil needs advocates.
please.
That's been my favorite saying lately.
I'm dead.
I'm
I
trying to
love
use
it.
it everywhere I can. I will say the nature of why she was fired, like I know that she was keeping her
Could you
life
remind me
behind.
why? Because I don't
So,
remember.
if I understand correctly, Reasonably Shady was exclusively behind a paywall on Patreon, and that
Okay.
is where she revealed after filming the truth of her and Juan's marriage and any infidelity. And so Bravo kind of felt like she was double dipping, like how are you going to collect a check from us and not share your life story and then go double dip and collect a paycheck on Patreon and tell the story as a second version when you
I
wouldn't
see.
give your main employer that story. And so I think because it would have been her coming back to celebrate Reasonably Shady, she was like, I'm not going to come back and celebrate something that you kicked me off for. But it would be a reasonably shady thing for her to do because it would give her the opportunity. Like she's going to be there. Surely there would be a line or two picked up on camera. She would be mic'd up. It wouldn't be like
Hmm.
Vivian, the dress owner, where you literally saw the back of her head and nothing more. So,
There is no way they wouldn't mic her up. You know what I mean? Like they would have to.
and I honestly do think that they would be giving her more than like a bus ticket, a Peacock subscription, and craft services. Like I do think that they would be giving her a per diem for showing up and like a day rate. Not to, like we're talking reasonably shady here,
Megan,
but I'm sorry, those M&M lawyer bills have got to be going up because he
girl, I gotta get up to your speed of like these quick little just
do
uh
I agree with my first ever celebrity crush right now? No, I think he is bored and he is a grandfather now. He should be having a fun little time. If
who is
he
this?
Eminem Eminem
Oh,
is suing Eminem is suing Giselle and Robin over trademark infringement for Reasonably Shady, saying that the shady trademark he has under media is an umbrella conglomerate and that it can
the
mislead those.
rapper?
Yeah,
MM the rapper.
like mom spaghetti. Marshall Mathers. Marshall Mathers.
Butters.
Yes, he's suing Giselle and Robin, and now his lawyers are claiming harassment.
Oh, they're not gonna win that,
And
honey.
also, Mr. Mathers, if you truly think that there is going to be confusion,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of like how Emily was under two T's,
Yeah.
but like Emily's wasn't called like here T's, like in a courtroom. I
Mm.
don't know. Like there's no like,
Mm.
yeah, so that's a tricky one.
Interesting.
Great press for Robin and
And we've
Giselle.
always said that.
Great marketing for their
Listen,
podcast. Which brings me into actually beautiful segue. What if all of this is just some secret behind the scenes, like, okay, let's just sue each other for marketing, you know? And how,
Could
like,
you imagine?
I mean, the FTC is cutting down on, disclosures for brand deals and everything. We saw in Salt Lake City that Meredith, who never drives, literally got behind the wheel of that Lexus,
That
followed
was
by a
wild.
hashtag sponsored ad on Instagram. So we know that
Right.
that's a promo. Um, so do we want to get into the first episode or the
Yes,
first
let's do
scene of
it.
this episode? Because
Yeah.
we open up with Giselle walking into the Mercedes dealership talking about wanting to reduce her
She
carbon
wants it.
footprint and
Yes.
looking for the
And
eco-friendly
she
new
meets up with Wendy,
Mercedes.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
Wendy comes in.
Yep. Wendy pops in. They chat a little bit about, Stacy and
And she's
hearing
like, I'm actually
everything.
going to get a G-Wagon too. I'm just going to let you know right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to catch up about the girls, but like what I want to ask you is like, is this an undisclosed ad for Mercedes? Because I'm sorry, I'm over the scenes, and this is a trend. I'm sorry, Potomac. I'm over the scenes where we go to a store and we do not leave with a bag. Or in this case,
Yeah.
keys. I'm tired of filming and not purchasing anything. So we were learning a lot about the specs of this, energy efficient car. And I'm just going to be scrolling on Giselle's Instagram waiting to see a Mercedes sponsored
And
ad.
isn't it just so funny, right? How all of a sudden they're walking, and then it's just like, oh, the car guy's here. He's like, hey, Giselle, I have this one right here for you. Because I also want to have the conversation about what is staged and what isn't on these shows, right? Because obviously
Right.
there's some stuff that it's completely not scripted, and obviously, whether you want to admit it or not, there is stuff that just has to be scripted. Right. And whether that's
Right.
production being like, hey, Giselle, could you like check out this specific car or like whatever?
Yep. Yep. I always say it's like the cameras are already in the restaurant, and it's not like they
Exactly.
walked in and said table for three on that Tuesday.
Yeah.
This has been coordinated. They've signed
Exactly.
releases. People who are dining know. And so it has to be scripted for that sake. What they choose to
Yeah.
talk about, they might
That's
be
yeah.
told, they might be told like, hey, I really do hope you squash that beef you were stressed out about.
Right.
No, I don't feel like talking about it. Yeah, but I really hope you do. Like, so they
Right.
can lead you there. But where they choose to stage these scenes, I think I agree. It's starting to feel like we are sponsoring each episode,
And what? It's
like
interesting that you pinpointed.
Wayfair is big in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's interesting you pinpointed like Potomac specifically because this is a popular trend. We are
Yeah.
seeing this happen. Like if it was Miami, baby girl, they are getting that bag, they're getting that car, and they're going to make sure they show you. Right.
Right. I mean, the car is going to have,
Like
a
Dr. Nicole Martin, she's
tagline.
like, oh, I already got it. Black MX. Don't worry. Do you need one
Right.
too?
Yeah. So I agree. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think it does have something to say about maybe where they're filming.
Yeah, but I mean, to answer your question, like black or white, like yes or no, I think it kind of is yes. Like it's
Mhm.
giving ad. I'm excited for Giselle, like, to level up in the car world and like good for her. She has an empty house now, empty nester, and now it's time for mom to focus on her. Because like God bless, because she raised three beautiful children and she's ready to just,
Who are
you know,
definitely very intelligent and definitely earned themselves some
and
merit.
similar to Heather Gay, right? I mean, like,
Heather Gay
and
as well. They,
three
you know what?
another beautiful girls. Yeah.
They actually do have very similar parallels now that I'm thinking
They
about
do.
it.
And like their ages, very
Yeah.
similar. You had the one that like goes off and like, Heather doesn't have twins, but
Yeah.
they're like what, a year and a half apart or something. So,
Do you think Heather Gay's daughter is going to be friends with Melania at University of Tampa?
oh, I just realized that. I'm sure let's be honest, we know that they're gonna have to link up. Come on.
I mean, there's three New Jersey housewives children who've been at UD, so it's
Right.
it,
And now it's crazy how there are two of the housewife children, from Heather in two Florida schools, but on totally opposite part of Florida,
right.
right? You got Miami down here, go Canes, and then you have and then you have Tampa all the way in that panhandle. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just happy to see them going to college
I
or
know.
working, whether they're, the kids are following in the right footsteps, and I'm happy. I love a good reality TV nepo kid.
Wait, I hope you have a question about like which brand of THC products you have purchased, either from Eddie or from. I hope you weren't going to talk about that.
Oh, yes. I'm happy. Yes. So I'm happy you
I
mentioned
just
that
thought about
because I
that. Yeah.
know that after we get out of the Mercedes, they were chatting a bit about Stacy, and it's funny because we're going to lead into the scene where Stacy meets up with her friend AJ, who, by the way, we got to keep him. We have to keep
Oh,
him.
I love him.
We've missed having who was Dwight,
Didn't they have
remember
like
Dwight from
yes?
Atlanta?
Oh, I was just gonna say, wasn't there an Atlanta parallel
Yes,
with like the
yes.
iconic gay
We have
man and just
serious potential here. So AJ,
never forget Dwight from like, the first couple seasons and then be like, it's fashion. Is it whatever. And then
mhm.
all of a sudden, like, years later at Sheree's final event, it's finally happening. She by Sheree. And then him looking at the camera being like,
Iconic. Yes, I have high hopes for AJ. AJ, come on the pod.
AJ, we love you. Mwah.
AJ,
Oh
come
my
on the
God.
pod. I'll be in Potomac next week. We'll meet
Oh
up.
my God.
Um, but yeah, so they meet up and they're chatting and prepping because this is going to be like the battle of the two pop-ups basically. We have Shio, which is Stacy's brand, and
Which
then we
means
have
what again? Joy, happiness?
Joy, Happiness,
Right, right.
dare I say Happy Eddie. It's basically yeah, it's
Six,
like
seven, six,
Happy
seven.
Stacy versus Happy Eddie. And
Right.
they are talking about having their different events. What I will say, through this episode, we do learn in like the talking head a little later, it's kind of shady of the producers. They ask Stacey if she owns the company, and in her very poised, rehearsed QVC response,
QVC.
she says, I'm so honored and just filled with gratitude that I have great partners all over the nation. So like I think if I had to
It's
guess,
okay to say no, Stacey. It's okay.
and she
Yeah.
might be like the face behind the company,
Right. Right.
which is
Right.
fine because they showed her in her cute little lab coat and everything,
Pouring
being
the thing. Yeah.
scientist Barbie for the day. Um,
My God.
and so I think right now she only has gummies, right?
Yeah, the two. Rest
Okay.
in something, rest in
Rise. Still she
Rise. That's
rises.
it. Okay, yes. It's
Yes.
still I
So
rise. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. And so I actually next week I need to go into that area and I'm gonna pop by the foreign daughter dispensary that the Happy Eddie pop-up was because I know they have like his whole line there. I'm gonna see if they have the Shio ones. I'm gonna try to do like a little comparison, a
Do
case
it.
study, if you will. Research. Don't know if
Research.
is this a tax write-off?
Yeah.
But I think that for Eddie, what I will say is I just think he has his whole self in it a bit more.
Of
I think
course.
that he might understand like the science and everything behind the
Oh,
strains.
of course.
So right now, I think if I had to like vote on a certain team, I think I'm gonna go Team Happy Eddie
I
simply
agree. I would
because I
too.
feel like this is in his soul, whereas like with
Well, because
Wendy,
what? He's been doing this, what, it's 2025. If I remember correctly, like that conversation started what back in like 2021,
right?
2022.
And I think that he was really on the cutting room floor of like seeing it become like legalized and knowing the medicinal benefits. And so
Yeah, and being his
it
full-time career. Yeah.
yeah, and like no shade to his wife, but it wasn't like he just decided to like make a candle one day.
Right. Right.
I,
Which
I
like there's
should
no shade. Yeah.
I should buy a candle to support them though. I love those kids.
Yeah.
The candles are she still sells the candles.
Does she? I'm sure they smell great. Wendy, we love you.
Love you, Wendy. Um,
But you know what's interesting?
yeah.
The one scene when someone was trying to purchase, oh, it was Wendy trying to purchase her own man's like stuff, like products. The fact that like when she was scrolling on the tablet and it was like there's still more Happy Eddie products, that's
Yeah.
impressive. That was really remarkable. Like
I
seeing 20 plus products
I
and
clocked
not just
that. Yeah.
like, there's rolled, there's the gummies, there's I think they had like tea drops or something as well.
Yeah, they had
Like
the little
that's
tinctures and like the
yeah, I've
actual
heard great things about
flower.
tinctures, by the way.
And
Yeah, yeah.
and from what I've seen, because like, my dispensary down the street, they have the John Belushi farms. Like he has a farm here in Maryland.
Oh,
And so sometimes they'll have like little strains or things that maybe like a local celebrity or whatever has, but
Okay.
rarely do they come back for more. So even if Eddie was just the face of it, it had to have done successfully for his distributor to want to make a whole new strain or a new
Mm,
SKU number. You know, even if
mm.
you were thinking of clothing, you might have a hoodie and yeah, you can slap like a different print on it, but it's that same unit, like that same hoodie. But if it does well and they're going to be like, yeah, we'll do a quarter zip now, you know, they're not going to do that if your hoodies didn't sell well. So
There you
clearly
go.
Eddie's doing, oh my God, come on. Somebody just tell that judge Eddie's doing
I
something right
know.
over
I
there,
know.
please.
They're fine. Please let them be fine. Yes.
Lord, come on.
Because
Hey, you
they're
know,
gonna make great money from this. Like, come on.
literally forgive all of their student loans if they win.
Literally.
I rest
And
my
we've always
case.
said that.
I rest my case.
Or do you rise? And
I
still
rest
I
my
rise.
case and
What's her
still I
tagline?
rise.
What's her tagline? And still I rise above the lies or something.
Uh,
She ends it with "and still I
It's
rise,"
like above all the lies, still I rise. Or oh
which
God,
makes sense because like that's the
yeah,
product of her. Okay, yeah.
yeah. I
Also,
love
that's a great
that.
core. That's a great piece of choral music. Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
maybe anyway. Anyway,
I was gonna, sorry, one more fun fact. My Adderall hasn't
yeah.
kicked in yet. My prescribed Adderall. Um, Maya Angelou was supposed to, well, back in the day when Skype was hitting it and top of the
Uh-huh.
game, Maya Angelou was going to
Rest in
Skype.
peace.
Yeah, well, she was supposed to Skype in um, to our AP English class at the end of the school year at
Are
the high
you
school I taught
serious?
at. And unfortunately, at 5 a.m., we received an email from somebody on
That's
her
when she died.
team.
Are you serious? Megan, what? You were gonna have the iconic, legendary mother of it all, Maya Angelou, like Skyping with your
I'm
students?
checking now. It was like the end of May, right? Yeah, May 28th.
How
Yeah.
did you, what the hell?
There
How
there
did
was like a
you get
there
this?
was like a year long where like a each student would like choose an author to like profile and a student picked her. And I think that at the same time she might have done a talk at UD, so she was already in the area.
Oh, in the area.
And I want to like the student just kind of girl bossed. Really traumatic to have to tell her, you're present, I'm gonna still grade you, but not on this part.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Jesus is right. She rose.
My God. The baby, double homicide. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Megan.
Well, in honor of Maya Angelou, let's talk about a caged bird that could not stop singing. Let's talk about Ashley. Well, singing. Let's
Oh my God. We're
we
so
pivot.
good at this.
We have we'll talk about, you know, we had some scenes kind of like go cutting back and forth. In terms of editing, I felt like this episode, I don't know if you noticed, it was a lot of like parallel storylines going on. So they kept like cutting between
Mm.
two it was like Eddie and Wendy, and then we'd cut over to Stacy, and then back here and back
Because
here.
they
And
see,
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and so like we also had like the scene of Tia at her realtor office, and then we would cut over to like
Calling
Ashley
Stacy,
taking,
yeah.
you know, Great Value Jack Harlow to the arcade. Um, how do you feel about him getting dumped on this episode
I
mid
couldn't believe
mozzarella
it.
stick? Like
I genuinely couldn't believe it. I was shocked, but like I knew it was gonna happen because like Ashley is successful now. Like she had this divorce. Like I don't remember if she's getting money from Michael, correct?
she wasn't going to be at first, but allegedly they were able to
Good, because
amend
she deserves that
things.
coin anyway. And
I mean,
she
it's
is
suffering.
trying to be. She's getting to the business world of things, and she's successful, and she's a great mother of two boys, and so
Hmm.
she needs someone at her level. If this
Yeah,
was Ashley Darby season one without Michael, that's a different story, you know?
yeah.
But again, I don't see her stopping. I see her just continuing, just like this trajectory of up, 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 and then being like a CEO or like an owner of something. Like I see that for her, you know?
I hope so. I mean, I
Yeah,
hope for step one will be coming up with a solid mission statement for GNA.
right. Like, what is the mission statement? Like, what is,
She is the CEO of something or a business
uh,
owner, co-owner.
I mean, like, yeah.
But I agree. I think I think we even saw it too, not to jump too much, but I think if we just kind of cover Ashley, as a whole here. I did really feel for her in this episode when her sister was crying to her and she like leaned
That was
over
really, yeah,
and
that was
looked at
upsetting.
she looked so concerned, and I think that she feels an
Her
immense amount
sister's
of
beautiful too.
pressure.
I'm like, oh my God.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I feel for the women in her family, and I think she's feeling total pressure to provide because none of the men ever have in their lives,
Hmm.
which also, I mean, she knows what she wants in a man, and I think she wants a man with a hefty
Financial security.
401k established. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that does come with age, and there's no shame in that. She knows what she wants. I mean, she didn't go for Wale, which we saw from Love Hotel.
Yeah.
Obviously, she wants an older guy, and and honestly, okay, if she now we don't want an older
Speak on
guy
it.
who makes her feel the way that she did prior, but I think that she's attracted to the stability that comes with an older, established, successful man
And I can't blame her.
and go off. Yeah. At the, you know,
Like, listen, I'm getting my doctorate and I'm doing the things and I'm going to be amazing in the world. But right now, financially, I am like really low. And so if I was with someone that like had that financial security, I'd be like, hey, and I know I'm going to be able to bring it back and get my name back up there financially in a couple of years. So I'm with her. I get it. I
right.
get it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I found this scene particularly interesting how it was like paralleled like right next to the scene with Tia because I have some questions for you because
Mm,
right before we got into Ashley's like final date and
mm.
sorry Josh, I didn't mean to call him Great Value Jack Harlow. I think he's fine.
Didn't Wendy say
Um
that?
yeah, I'm like, oh, I had to reheat her nachos a little there and
No, my God, not the
throw the great
nachos.
value on there.
Oh my God.
But I have some questions, and I think we see a lot of people praising Tia and being, very posh. But when she was at her realtor office, I know she was talking with her colleague about expanding her team. She
Yeah.
dove into the story about her father and how when she grew up, her father like was neighbors with Boy George and all these big uppity ups and like money was flowing. But then when the 80s hit the entertainment industry and a lot of those markets,
Mm,
people who were bad with investments lost everything.
mm.
So, and I could be wrong because in the pilot, I feel like, or not in the pilot, in episode one, I feel like she really painted herself as Nigerian royalty. And I'm not saying
Hmm.
royalty needs to be synonymous with wealth, but
Hmm.
hearing how she said her dad lost everything, and then from like the age of 10 up, I think she had to kind of like grind. Did we get like two backstories on her?
That's a good question. I
Because now she's making it seem like she had to hustle growing up because her dad like lost all their money. But
But didn't she
before,
also mention again something about the royalty recently in like a recent episode, or was it just in the first
I
episode? I felt
thought
like
she
we heard it
did.
again. Yeah, talking about like how she always had drivers and things like.
Yes.
Yes, I don't know if this
Yes.
was pre-pool episode or post-pool episode with Stacey. I feel like it was pre, but it was after episode
Right.
one.
And this also didn't happen in the episode, but she's been with her man for a couple decades and she's never been to Chicago, where
Chicago,
he's
that
from.
that blew my mind. I was like, you have not been to Chicago?
I
I
think
love Chicago.
I have a hot take.
Okay.
Allegedly, maybe she hasn't been to Chicago because Chicago doesn't want him there.
Oh.
I don't know.
And
Depends where he's
oh,
from, depends on his story, but I just they met at a very young
interesting.
age where she said she lied about her age when she met him,
She
remember?
did. How old is she? 40 something?
Late 40s, early 50s now, but I think she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, but they met when they were really young. So I
Okay.
just figured if you guys were coming up together, you probably knew his origin, but for her to have never,
Mm,
again, maybe they were in different places in their lives, I,
mm.
yeah, I don't know, but
Oh no.
keeping Tia, keeping Tia back here.
What do you think about this whole like change of story, not change of like demeanor with her
Think,
ever since we had
like
like this first like pivotal like don't let the accent fool you, you know? Like I still love her. I like her a lot. Uh,
the accent's not fooling me, her timeline is,
mm, in
and
terms of what?
in terms of just like her origin story because I just
Okay.
feel like she kind of just dropped into our laps and I feel like she had the opportunity to kind of paint this picture of who she is and I still don't know who she is because
Interesting.
because at first I thought that she was this really like hoity-toity Nigerian royalty that Wendy should be threatened by. Now
Right.
I'm like, oh, she was grinding from the bottom up with her husband from Chicago because her dad lost all their money. And now she's really trying to buck up to Stacy from Detroit about the whole Timo of it all. And so I think I've just seen Tia in many different fonts, and I'm
You're just
gonna need.
confused. Yeah,
I
I can
think
understand.
I'm gonna have to send in some questions for the reunion. So
Mhm. Okay, I can
yeah.
understand that. Do you think she deserves the second season? I do.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. I am.
Honestly, I could see her being like in it for like 4 or 5 seasons. I
Oh,
really could.
well, I'm locked in with her adorable bratty children who
Oh
their
my God.
address got doxxed and the party blew up and like
That is crazy.
and
That
the
was,
fact that the dad was like, "Oh yeah, they called the cops."
and I'm like, you're an adult. What do you, I don't, there's something wasn't clicking there. Like that's not, I don't know if they're just saying stuff for cameras or like, I don't know.
Unless the dad
Like
wasn't
the
there.
address, oh, true. Like the address being leaked, I 1,000% believe. I believe that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and he like posted it on like a story. Yeah, so that, but
That reminds me of Ramona Singer and Teresa's wedding. Oh my God, do you remember that?
yes.
Oh my God. She's like, oh, look at this beautiful packaging. And oh, Teresa, I'm so excited for your wedding. And and then just, yeah.
And when it was Vicky who, what did she took a picture of something, but she was naked in the bathroom and the reflection of
Oh,
what she took a picture of.
that's right.
I love it. God, what I
That's
would
right.
give to go back to like 2008. Um,
I really do like Tia. But I agree with you. Like we got to get some questions into,
we maybe we just
some people are
need
saying to
more.
me, they're like, is she trying too hard ever since she had that first real fight with Stacy? And I'm like, I don't think so. Like I don't think she's trying hard. I think she's really naturally gelling with the women. It's just, I don't know.
And what I would also say is it seems like she's most upset at Stacy for not bringing Timo around the rest of the girls when really I would almost wear that like a badge of honor when Stacy
Mm,
says that, oh, I felt like you were the only one that Timo would be most comfortable around. Because I think the gripe that Timo has about wanting to be on camera or not wanting to be is he doesn't like that Eddie called up TJ at last season's reunion. That's where the whole bring Eddie out is from.
yeah, yeah,
And now Timo's back in the picture. Probably why he didn't want to go to dinner with them, didn't want to do anything else. So really, Wendy's like the person that has a reason or a bone to pick with Stacy for a couple reasons, but she's moving on. I just can't tell or fathom why everyone else seems to be on Stacy's neck about things that are like a nothing burger. And
yeah.
but with Tia, and what I was also going to ask you too is we get a lot of jazzy screen time, and I wonder if at these points we were still test shooting because you also had Angel, becoming Mrs.
Is Jazzy?
Merriam-Webster.
I'm blanking, and I'm, oh my God, is Jazzy the girl with
The
the football
wedding.
guy?
Yep.
That's right. Okay.
Yep. And like had that blow up with like
Mm,
Angel.
hmm.
On it, I almost felt like Jazzy to not even be a friend of, I'd be mad at how much screen time I'd be getting to not even,
Absolutely, because
you
she's not getting a
know.
paycheck through. Oh no, she is because she's a friend of, right?
Is she an official friend of
I think she is. She has confessionals.
Jazzy? Oh, I guess she does.
Yeah, yeah. Because remember when I was talking about what? Remember who was on the bench with Wendy? Okay,
Yeah.
and then talking about when Jazz was like, "Yo, if I really told you," because producer was like, "So does Kay? What does Kay say about Wendy behind her back or something?" And then Jazz was like, "Girl," and then it like went
Jazzy,
to like, "Yeah, yeah."
no, Jazzy is honestly like the bone collector of this season.
Oh, the
So
reincarnated Sheree.
I know, I think we needed more of her, but yeah, so I think by this point, um, before we get to like the official event of it all, we had two more scenes that popped up, two more scenes that were kind of like back and forth parallels we had. And this one we can probably just touch on briefly because you mentioned Kay. Um,
Yeah.
we have Kiarna is, well, not Kiarna. Kiarna's mom and Angel are going to the ring store.
Shop. what's his name again?
Greg.
Greg. I want to say like
They're
George.
going ring shopping
Right.
and um six-figure rings. Let's talk about it. This is not happening, right?
Right. Like, no. And
No.
that's okay. You don't need to get a bougie ass, like a huge, it's all for show and whatnot. And like, even if you get something in like the 5-digit range and the four, I mean, hello, who's really save that money for the wedding or save it? Don't even have a big extravagant wedding. Save it for a travel plan. Hello, like just with you two.
Or spend it on couples therapy and get back to a good place first.
Period. Period. Because mental health is what? Wealth. Period.
Yep. Talk about
Wow.
money, talk about your money being long.
Hey.
The marriage needs to be long first. Yeah. So I think that one we can kind of we all know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
Um,
And we all know the mom did not like him. So
she does not. No. And
she
honestly,
needs to be on the Housewives. She gives
I was
great
gonna
housewife
say she could
energy.
really be a friend of.
Yeah.
But a different friend of that I think we should focus on who could, I think, get back into the
Oh,
forefront. We sit down with Giselle and Monique.
Mother. I love Mother. I love her. I love her. Sorry. Love her.
They look both look beautiful. First reactions for me, Giselle looked nervous.
She looked petrified. Absolutely. Because I can see the growth in Monique and I could tell, the moment she came back, she was like, I screwed up. I'm never using physical violence again. I'm sure she'll probably never speak to Candace again, which is fine. I understand, and
That
vice versa.
that was going to be a question I asked you, is if you ever saw a path forward or if there's not even a path to
I think,
go down.
I think probably not a path forward, but at least a path of acknowledgement of I wish you and your child well, Candace. I'm happy for you
Mhm.
from mom to mom. And probably Candace was like, I'm happy for you to get out of this marriage.
Yep.
Best of luck in your successes. And that's it. You know?
Sometimes people can cheer each other on when they know it's from afar. Yeah.
Correct. And I
Yeah.
think that's the safest and healthiest thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, keep going. The
Yeah, no,
Monique and Giselle of
I
it all.
completely agree. I was also going to acknowledge that between the two of them, I think that Monique came in with a sense of humility and accountability that Giselle
Absolutely.
was not
Ready
expecting.
for. Yeah.
She seemed very healed and focused. I like that she said she went on a healing journey. And when Giselle said, well, what did you discover on this healing journey? Monique, I've got to give credit where credit's due. I thought I was watching a masterclass on how to put that right back on Giselle when she said, well, aside from the work I did within, I learned that you like to meddle in relationships and that I allowed your meddling to affect my mental health. So she was not going to let Giselle off the hook. And I think Giselle thought that she was going to be able to steer the conversation in that
That's
point.
right.
And I
That's
just
right.
felt Giselle's like she must have felt very small in that seat.
Yeah, her heart fell out of her ass there for sure.
It truly did. And I think that for even Giselle to say things like, I've felt sorry. She didn't say I am sorry. She said
I
that she
know. I
has
would say it's
felt
the rhetoric,
sorry.
right? I'm like, see, that's the thing with Giselle, bro, is that like, I would love to meet her. I would love to have a cocktail with her. I would love to hang out with her because I know she has good energy. But something that really upsets me is that she barely takes accountability and she deflects and puts it on other people. And the whole Monique and Giselle, like, sisterhood of it all really upsets me because Monique is viscerally showing what she's doing and she's trying to show remorse and all this and like it pisses me off.
And I think seeing how amazing of a mother Giselle is in
Yes,
just how
that's what
like
makes me upset more.
the values and the morals and truly how it seems like she was cast to kind of be this mother hen, not
Right.
like Karen, but like she really can kind of command them and have like that
Right.
natural leadership. I wonder if she's using that to her advantage. I don't want to say to like bully people, but to try to belittle
Right.
and make them feel small. I mean,
Uh,
it was done with the whole Candace's husband Chris and saying he backed me into a hotel room. No,
no,
we won't
yeah,
get into
no.
all that, but
No, my
I
God.
think that she needs to recognize her power as a leader and to know that,
Yeah.
she has influence, which can be dangerous. And
Because listen, she is very
yeah,
loquacious. She loves to talk, and but like she can command a room, which I have always respected about Giselle.
oh
Like, and
yeah,
she will not let a man
powerful.
like she is powerful. She's just as powerful as any man big wig, and that's what I've always respected about her is she will command the room and own it. So
And I think the most powerful people are the ones that can acknowledge when they're wrong because that just means they have a desire to be even better. Like just people, yeah. So I agree. I left that lunch feeling like, okay, they're leaving here smiling, but Monique knows that Giselle's not sorry. And
Monique is smart as
Giselle
hell. Yeah, yeah,
and Giselle left feeling like, okay, this isn't
yeah.
gonna be as easy as
That's
it thought,
exactly it, Megan. That's
you
exactly it.
know?
Like, okay, I need my brigade. Robin's not here. She's fired. Wendy, I mean, she could help me. Karen is still not here. She's like, I don't know. Ashley, I don't know. Like she's just like going through the whole repertoire of people, like, who can I get on my side in the event this goes left?
She's probably like, let me see what's
She's
Cookie
like,
what's
let me call
Cookie's
another
burner account
franchise.
again?
Cookie. I will
Just
never forget the face at that little like brunch spot that's like Karen's like place or whatever.
really
And
who?
Cookie being like, say what now?
Say what? Listen, the supporting actors in Real Housewives of Potomac are unmatched.
It's
We
so
need to
funny,
go to
bro.
Tally Ho soon and get the Karen special.
What is it? Just French
Um,
toast, eggs, and bacon?
yeah, oh my God, yes, yes.
Girl,
Um,
we can make that, but yes, we'll go.
I know. I'm like, we could definitely just do that. But to wrap things up, we finally get to the main event, and that is the
The
pop-up,
Blunt Wars.
the blunt wars. Yes. Yes, blunt force trauma. Um, and we have the Juneteenth event that Stacy put on
Right.
in partnership with the launching of
Beautiful
her
timing. Yeah.
line. Yeah, and I
Yep.
really and I do like just the intentionality behind it. If Emily Simpson was on here, this would be a great time for her to talk about the disproportionate amount of Black and brown men and women that are incarcerated for marijuana. And now that we see it legal and we see a Black woman in Virginia having a line, hello, that would have
Yeah.
been so cool to see. Maybe that'll be like Stacey's next step of like a mission
Mm.
behind it. But Stacey, if you're listening, philanthropy.
There
Okay.
you go.
So let's talk about this event though, because I did love
Oh,
it.
sure.
But it like kind of got crazy between Ashley and Stacey
Hilarious.
first, and their little
Hilarious.
like going back and forth, and then between Tia and Stacey. And I think AJ, he was ready to be tagged in if needed, but I thought he was a good support there, and he was trying to keep things in check. But
Absolutely.
but what do you think about the little verbal spats that she had with both Ashley and then later she Stacy, she might have, fell, but she got up again for round two. Ding ding ding. We back in the
Listen, and that's
ring.
why I just love this woman, bro. I just think, people assume that she is weak and she can't take care of herself. And because she's a sophomore now in the show, that she doesn't have a voice, but she's like learning how to read the girls. And
Yeah.
I was talking to who was I talking to? It wasn't my ex, it was someone else about the comparison between Stacy. It might even be you, Megan, actually. When Stacy and early Kenya.
Yes.
Was it you? Or maybe it was
Twirl.
my friend Alana. Yeah,
She's
twirl.
she's a
Like,
twirler for sure.
stop. Do you know who it was? It was my mother. It was Marianne. It was her. Because
Yeah.
you see like this
Opposite.
posh, poised, person, but like when you unleash the beast, so to speak, of
Hmm.
like shade, libraries open, it's going to be hard to close that library, you know?
And I would argue that who we saw in this episode is who Stacey is, and she's really
Yeah.
able to turn it on for QVC, and that she's had years of practice, which means I don't think she's fake, but I think that she knows how to
She knows
um
how to load the artillery. Come on, Margaret Josephs. Like she's ready. She's locked and loaded. If you unleash it,
yeah.
ha,
Yeah.
she's gonna get you.
You ask her to pick behind doors number one, two, or three, she always picks the right door. She's
Uh-huh.
mastered it. She's mastered it.
She
So
I
I
thought it was just so funny. with the first of the Ash. I wasn't expecting the Tia of it all to happen there. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be at a different time and place because Tia and Ashley were very respectful, and which I respect about these
Yes.
women, especially in Potomac. They're like, listen, we have our beef, but like woman to woman, business to business, supporting you right now. I just thought it was so funny how they were like, okay, we'll come to a truce.
No
No
more.
more lies. No more
No more.
hazing.
No.
No more
And
bullying.
I honestly don't think that they planned that.
No.
I think
Like, how
that
could you have time? How could you like even like practice that? Like and
because
plan it? You can't.
because producers aren't going to be like, "Can you do that again?" No,
Right.
it didn't even they yeah. And that I'm happy you mentioned that about Tia as well because no shade to Ashley, but like she did her whole like Zen Wen go into the pen thing. I expected that from Ashley in a public setting.
Yeah.
I don't expect that from Tia,
From
somebody
Tia.
who's a forward-facing job as a realtor and is pip pip cheerio. But I will say, when she walked out and she was like, "Sorry, I won't be
I'm
making a
not gonna buy
purchase
anything.
today. Um, you all are lovely, but she's trash." And I was just like,
I thought that was iconic. But I
Tia.
will say though, in her defense though, because it was still public, but it was private, right? Because it was in the back room.
Yep, yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like even though cameras are rolling, but it's still public, because then she walks out.
Yeah, so, ultimately though, I think by the end of this episode, it's safe to say that Stacy's going to get first chair at the reunion
Absolutely.
because she can't be broken. You
Who
can't,
is gonna be opposite of her? Giselle?
she's not Wendy
Like
if
if
she
it's not
comes.
Giselle, oh Wendy. Hasn't it been like Giselle the first couple seasons?
Hmm.
So that would be
Yeah.
awkward if it wasn't her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just will never forget. Do you remember the one scene?
Oh
And
God.
oh my, spit on my gum. And I have to stand up for
Oh
this,
my God. This is a
where
full
they're at
body.
where they're at Ashley's event for her post-divorce. What was that party called
For
again?
second bloom. Yes.
Second Bloom, right? And her and Stacey are arguing, and she goes, "Why don't you take your 13 to size foot and gallop away?"
No, my God.
It's the
I'm
gallop
dead.
away for me. Oh my God. She's like, "You're
She
evil."
truly she's like that TikTok sound. It's like you think you can hurt me or like that
Right.
whatever. It's like Stacey literally can't be bothered or she just
Oh my
doesn't I
God.
don't think she takes the show seriously or she does but like deep down she's like it's literally a show and I'm going to pity these women because I'm sorry Ashley's storyline is Stacey.
Right.
She's so bothered by every single thing she does. If it they were on her
She
about
really
her,
is.
they were on her about TJ, then they were on her about Timo, then they were on her about her breath, then they were on
Yeah.
her about her weed. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't you
Yeah.
come for Arabella. Don't come for her girl. Also,
Jesus.
weren't we not going to put Arabella on camera?
Is that what was that the original plan with Stacey?
Yeah,
Look at the
yeah. But
Timo.
I mean, a lot of things changed, but yeah, they weren't going to have her
She's
on.
so beautiful. I love her daughter. Yeah.
Beautiful. But
Is she
yeah,
bilingual?
you know what? I feel
I
like
think
she
she
was
knows like
at
I think she knows like phrases of German.
I hope so. I love that. I'm
She'll probably be like a dual citizen. I feel like Timo would want that for her.
I'm kind of here for Timo. Give me more of him.
Honestly, hot take, me too.
I'm here for it. But which kind of brings us to the wrap up here. Now, let me ask you, out of 10, what would you rate this episode? Because for me, I think it wasn't the most like exciting jaw dropping. So because of ones that were really good, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's
I
low.
know.
Oh, I was actually gonna say like between the 7.5 and 8.5 range, honestly.
Oh, okay, okay.
And honestly, it has to be for the two reasons. Um, and I think this may have gone to a segue of what you want to do.
Oh,
Like,
yes. Okay,
okay,
so
okay,
let me get into that. So every episode in the spirit of Meg and Me Smile and trying to find something in the darkness of reality TV sometimes that makes us smile. It can be as specific or broad or
sure,
there's no guidelines.
sure.
What is getting your smile award in this episode?
Oh, easy. It's when Ashley and Jack Harlow of it all are talking and she breaks up with him. That's not the actual smile part for me. Sorry, Jack Harlow. Love you. It's when Ashley is telling him about his finances and whatever and saying like, babe, let's keep it a buck. And that phrase means a lot to me. And I chuckle and I laugh because my best friend, Alana Walker, who also loves The Housewives, she's
Shout
catching up
out
on Potomac right
Alana.
now.
Come on the
Alana,
pod.
love you. Mwah. Oh,
Come on next
she
week.
definitely would. She definitely would.
Okay.
Also Delawarean. And so,
Oh,
yeah, she
okay.
went to Cap Calloway. Anyway, so
Okay.
she's great.
Love.
She always says that. And like, she has like these funny feuds with her sister and whatnot. She checks her sister. She's like, Felicia, let's keep it a buck. Like, and it's just so funny. So that was my smile in relation to like, personal, you
Oh,
know,
I love that. And I
stuff.
love that even more because it segues into my Smile Award,
Oh,
which goes to the city of Pittsburgh.
oh,
When
what?
Ashley Darby was like, we don't go on trips.
Oh,
And he goes, I asked you to come to
oh,
Pittsburgh with me. And he goes, babe,
right. She's like,
shout out
I'm trying to go to New
Pittsburgh.
Zealand. Yeah.
Shout out Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's out here getting astray. I mean, I've never been there. I'm sure it's lovely.
You haven't? Oh, it's fun.
No, no, I've
I
never
like it. It's
been.
fun.
I've never been, but um yeah, I guess there was really a lot going on. We got a lot of plot development in here. My backup Smile Award was just going to go to AJ in general, just as like get
Absolutely.
him a champagne flute. Um, which never makes sense to me, by the way. I wish we could just be like get them a cherry blossom, but that doesn't really
I think my honorary smile would be the amount of products that Eddie has in the stores. That's impressive.
inventory.
Inventory? Come on.
Inventory.
What you know
Yeah,
about inventory?
love. All right.
Hmm.
Well, to wrap up, I have a game for you.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen um, for a lovely little surprise
This
here.
is so exciting. Now, this is the surprise, like, I don't know,
You
right?
don't know
Like,
this.
this, okay. What is happening?
We are
Oh my God.
playing Dance Moms Pyramid, Real Housewives of Potomac edition.
Oh my God.
So we've got Abby here basically helping us judge where we feel like these housewives belong at this stage in the game. So my four categories on the pyramid, we'll start at the top, icons only, like iconic behavior, no notes for their performance this episode. Drop it down a little bit, the honor roll. We'll take
Okay.
it. You made Dean's list. Drop it down. We're coming off of maybe a rough episode, or you dropped the ball, but now we're cooking. We're getting somewhere, glimmer of hope. Or I've lost all hope, and you're chopped. Like I'm done with you. Get you off my screen.
I kind of already have like an envisionment of the
Okay.
outer parts. It's the
Yeah.
inner parts I need to work with, but yes. Okay.
Well, I will take each of our
Go
little
for it.
housewives, little cherry blossoms down here, and I will move them
Okay.
anywhere on this tiered structure that you feel they should go. And we're
Okay.
going to commit this to the archives of Megan Me Smile and how we feel about them. See if it changes by the end of the season.
Love it. Okay.
I don't
Stacy,
have
top.
I don't
Oh,
have Jazzy on here, just because didn't have too much of an influence on this episode, and just for the sake of
that's
time.
fair.
But we'll
That's
throw her
fair.
on if we need to. All
Okay.
right, what are we thinking?
Stacy, icons only.
Agreed. Come on up. Come on up here. All right.
Um, Angel chopped. Girl, I love you.
Ooh, yeah.
See,
Okay.
well,
We'll
here's
keep
the
her
thing.
right
I just
there.
don't think this platform is for her. And that's fine. Again, I'm always the rule of thumb. You want to give a newbie a sophomore season, because I know how people felt with Crystal and Beverly Hills and whatnot. And also there's that new woman in Beverly Hills with the short hair coming up. I don't know who that
Anna,
is. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, let's get back on track. But Angel for now, and we're chopped.
Chopped
Uh,
because I also think that there should be a rule against going on as a first season housewife that recently postpartum, but also I'm not a mother, I can't shame.
Absolutely.
But I do worry that she has expressed sometimes feeling that way. It would really suck if this show didn't help her progress. So, all
Absolutely.
right.
Monique,
Ooh,
can we put her in like the transitional bridge of honor and icons?
yeah.
Because she,
Yeah.
and you know what? I think she should just stay a friend role if for
Hmm.
the show, period. I think if she remains friend,
That's the sweet
maybe
spot.
yeah, if she like pulls like a Marisol of it all of Miami,
Yeah.
like she'll get the screen time, she'll have the confessional, she'll be at the reunion,
Yep.
she'll get a little paycheck, but like, I think being a full-time housewife may be too much for her, you know?
For
And
now.
if
Yeah.
yeah, for now. And I think this is a really good, peaceful, sweet spot for her. So,
Yep.
and it's because of this little luncheon situation she had with Giselle. Blocked it. Professional, shady. That's the Monique I know and love.
No notes. Perfect. Keep her as is. Okay. Who
Yep.
else we got here?
Kiarna, girl, we gotta put her in transitional period of and you're chopped and now we're cooking, I guess. I don't know. We
Okay.
gotta,
Yeah.
I don't know. And if you disagree with something, please. But like,
No,
I
she's
like Kiarna, but I think she's trying too hard.
she never lands the plane.
Yeah, that's it. She's has all these gears happening and but nothing actually finishes.
It's the way that her facial expressions in red carpet interviews speak more than the actual bullshit coming out of her mouth. I'm sorry.
Right.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
she'll get there. I have
Um,
faith.
Giselle, I want to say similar to Monique or maybe a little lower.
Okay. Yeah. We'll put her right below Monique. I agree.
Yeah, that's fine. Wendy, we're putting her really up close to the top, obviously. Love my girl.
Like right around here, maybe.
Yeah, let's put her there. Yep.
We'll put her right below Monique a little bit for not remembering her pin number this episode.
Oh my God, stop. That was wild.
That might be submitted as evidence.
Truly. Tia,
Makes me sad. Yeah.
transition of now we're cooking an honorary.
Ooh, okay.
I love Tia.
She's beautiful. I mean,
Oh my
and her
God, I
family,
know.
there's just some I we're reading the rough draft of the essay. We need to
We
proofread.
are.
We need to proofread the memoir here.
Turabian. Remember, gotta use Turabian.
Boy.
Shout out to Turabian if you're a graduate student or anything in academia. It's the best.
Team MLA all day. Woo woo.
Turabian. Okay. Anyway,
All
and then
right, and then Darbs.
Ashley, let's put her in the pink of the honorary. But like,
Okay. Like here.
like, yeah. Like,
Pink.
she's
Yeah.
always getting that check. We always know it's gonna be a good screen time with her and maybe a little confusing,
And
right?
I
Maybe a
mean,
little, yeah.
it was good to see her break up with Josh. I keep wanting to call him Jack
Mm,
Harlow.
yeah.
She broke up with him in one episode when it took her ending things with Michael Darby in what, 4 seasons?
Yeah.
So
So we're
like
seeing
we see
growth.
there's growth. Yep.
There's growth.
All right. Well, hey, if we recap the next episode, we
I'm
will need to
down.
look at this pyramid
And
and
change, see how it
we'll
changes.
move some people around. I'll
I'm
keep this
down.
so that we can always do that. Oh my goodness. Gabe, you're the best.
Megan, love you, sis.
I
Helen, Harley, hash it out. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, I know we have some Vanderpump Rules. I need to catch up on the first episode and watch the
But
second
yeah,
one
let me know how
tonight.
it is. I don't think you're gonna hate it. Yeah.
I will. I will. And next time we're gonna bring your friend to Meg and Me Smile Day, and we'll get her takes on some stuff as well.
Oh my God, I love it. It may not be current Potomac, but it could be like current Salt Lake City, past
Ooh,
Miami. Like, so she's
perfect.
on season 5 of Potomac right now.
All right, love it.
All
All
right.
righty.
Love you.
Well,
Thanks
it
for
was
having
wonderful
me.
seeing you.
Mwah.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye-bye.